Okay guys, this is going to be the second video on inversions. It says here, inversions look like questions, but they are not questions. So if you look at this, should you forget your homework, it's structured just like a question, right? Where we put the auxiliary verb first, and then the subject, and then the rest, okay? For example, would I accept, from this kind of moment on, from here to here, it looks like a question, okay? Would I accept such a bad offer? It looks like a question, Did I say that she was lying? Looks like a question. Yeah. Would she leave her home country? Looks like a question. Okay. Now, after certain structures like on no account, under no circumstances, at no point, never, blah blah, we use inversions. Okay, but that doesn't mean you're asking anybody. I mean, it's just like to be emphatic or more formal or more sophisticated with your language. So, for example, you could say, on no account should you forget your homework. Okay, or under no circumstances would I accept such a bad offer. Okay, so this section looks like a question, but it's not because you're not asking anybody anything. Okay, at no point did I say. So it's kind of like you could say I didn't say she was lying, but you could say at no point did I say, and it's much more emphatic. Okay. Never would she leave her home country. You could easily say she would never leave her home country, but you can be more emphatic when you say never would she leave. Look at this one. Does he come to class? Again, it looks like a question, but it's not a question. So seldom does he come to class. Does he come to class? It looks like a question. Yeah, obviously you'd need a question mark, but you could say he seldom comes to class. He seldom comes to class, but it's much more emphatic to say seldom does he come to class. This one, little did I know that the course had been cancelled. Little did I know. So did I know looks like a question, but it's not a question. It's an inversion. Okay. In no way did she mean to hurt your feelings. So you could ask somebody, oh, did she mean to hurt your feelings? But you're not using this to ask anybody anything. You're just being emphatic. You could say she didn't mean to hurt your feelings in any way, but it's more emphatic. In no way did she blah blah blah. Okay. Not only is she a great athlete, not only is she. So again, is she a great athlete? Looks like a question, right? But it's not. It's an inversion because we're putting the verb first and then the subject. Okay. Not only is she a great athlete, but also she is a very good musician. So with this one, this is what we call a double structure. Not only blah 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 blah, but also blah 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 blah. Now after but also don't use an inversion. Okay, so the thing is with inversions, guys, you can't just use them whenever you want. You have to use them with particular structures. Okay, not until blah 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 a clause, and then you use the inversion. This one's the most difficult. It says it not until I got home. I got home is the clause. So we've got not until. All right. And then we've got clause. I got home. I got home. And then the inversion happens. Did I realize what had happened? Did I realize what had? That's the inversion. Okay, inversion. All right. For this one, I've included two examples because it's more difficult. Not until. Not until, and then not until. She received the call. That's the clause. She received the call. That's the clause. And then the inversion happens. Will she have the information? So again, we're using the verb first and then the subject. Okay. Well, I hope this information is useful, guys.